Hello, Trekkers and Trekkies. Got possibly unboxing the newest, the most recent, up-to-date item I have looked at on this channel so far. Because this is something that literally just came out. I want to say like a month ago. It was available just before Christmas, which by the time this gets posted, I realize it's later in January, so it might be a couple of months ago now. But it is a 4-pack of bendy figures of 4 of our captains, including Captain Pike. Look at that. We got Pike, Kirk, Picard, and Sisko. Which, to be completely honest, bought it for the Sisko. Gotta have my Sisko. And it's also the fact that he's in the best uniform. So, let's not waste too much time. Let's jump into it and check this out. So, got the box. It's looking pretty good. These are called FleXfigs. It's the Captains, les Captains. Pike, Kirk, Picard, Sisko. 3 and up. Flex it, pose it. Flesh. Boy, I don't know how to say that word. My French is limited. I apologize. Got pictures on the back. It is the very standard pictures that we are seeing used on all the marketing materials for the last couple of years, which is actually kind of getting old fast. I get it, but it's really kind of getting burned out quick. It says 2024 on it because, like I said, it came out just before Christmas of 2024. I had actually seen about 3-4 months ago. I saw a advertiser, or not an advertiser, a sort of announcement type thing about the Sisko. That's what got my attention. It was the pre-order at the time for individual sell, because apparently you can get these individually. But I decided to pick up the pack, the 4-pack, because it's actually kind of cheaper this way. You know, that's how it usually works out. So let's slide that on out. Looks like the 4 of them are in a combined tray. We're gonna flip that over. And I will set that over here, and we will go through them one at a time. Oh, what the heck is this? Got a little piece of paper. So we've got Captain Pike. I may need to adjust the lights a little bit because he's getting washed out. He's getting a little washed out there. So let's just go ahead. The sculpts on these, very, very cartoonish. Not exactly lifelike. The hands are awkward because it's just this straight, which if I hold my hand that way, it looks weird. And I'm not gonna get the camera to focus in on that. Let's see about the flexi nature. Oh. That's not flexible, friends. I realize here in Texas we've had some cooler days recently, but these joints are frozen. Man. but they're also still kind of just wanting to fall back into where they were. I mean, look, the arm's almost back to where it was in the first place. Huh. Don't know that we can call these I mean, I think flexible figures. You remember back in the day, you'd get the little Gumby-like figure. I mean, not necessarily Gumby, but you could do all kinds of weird positions with them. I like the texture on the shirt, on the shoulder. That's actually really cool. I know you're not going to be able to see that at all on here. Yeah, there's actually some of this, other than the face. I mean, look at that. The leg is now completely back to straight. Ah, come on, guys. But yeah, other than the face looking a kind of a cartoonish look, the rest of the sculpt is fantastic. We've got our legal information on the back. It's all the typical stuff. Nothing surprising there. We'll set you over there. Let's pop out Captain Kirk. Which again, the face sculpt, pretty soft. The hands, they're identical. But interesting, I can't tell. It is just so on Pike, the badge is actually quite, there's definitely a texture to it that you can tell that it's a raised badge, and they kind of did that on his, but it's not as much. Again, that's disappointing, man. Like, I bet there is no chance that he is gonna sit in a chair. Yeah, there's no way you can get that to sit in a chair. Can you? That is hard. I mean, these are hard. Oh, I didn't notice if that black mark was on the back already or not. Oh, I was excited about these before I got them out of the box, folks. I'm getting kind of disappointed. Well, let's just go ahead and keep looking at the rest of them. Let's get... Well, having a hard time getting Captain Picard out. For the sake of things, I will go ahead and get Sisko loose. There we go. So, got Captain Picard. Face sculpt's a little bit better, but the paint job is what kind of the eye... Patrick Stewart's eyes are not crossed. Plus, those uniforms weren't quite that tight. This uniform looks skin tight. But, again... These are definitely going to be a decorative item. They are not something that I can mess around with and pose much. Because, well, you can't really pose them. That's actually a little disappointing. That they are not very poseable. Because they're so stiff. So, lastly, here is Sisko. And at this point, just to give you guys some context, I'll get one of the Playmates figures of Worf and put him there. And so, yeah, basically, I want to say all of these are probably 5 inches. Just kind of guessing off. Yep. Sisko's right on 5 inches. Let's see. Picard, just a little bit under. What is that? 4 and about 3/4. Kirk, also right on at 5. And Pike, also right at 5. So little, like, kind of overall, they're a little bit bigger than the Playmates figures, not by much. Yeah, the paint's decent on the uniforms. Their face painting could be a little better. I think Sisko's is probably the best. Like, his eyes are at least looking in the right direction. Of course, for Sisko, it's just the eyes and the beard. The details on the uniform are actually quite good. Oh, it's funny. I realized, yeah, you can't see it from the angle of the camera, but Sisko's feet are significantly larger than the other figures. Like, you can see that just between the two of them. Now, I wonder... Okay, he can stand up pretty good. Okay. Let me get that leg straightened out a little better. Okay, Kirk stands. And... Ooh... Might take a little work. Okay, there he goes. So yeah, they will all stand up pretty well. Table shakes. So that's actually, I mean, if you wanted to put them on a shelf, you could. They would hold up pretty good. I'm probably going to put them back in the box and put them up on a shelf in the box because they look kind of neat that way. Especially since I can't really pose them and move them around and do interesting things with them. So that's the only disappointing thing about these is you can't really pose them. That's unfortunate. But otherwise, I do like them. They look really cool. It's kind of interesting being able to actually see the difference, which I have a feeling if I went and grabbed one of my other Kirk figures, the color of the shirt, because this it has like a touch more peach to it than I think the actual figures have from back in the day, or even some of the slightly newer ones. Peach pink, something to that effect. Just there's a hint of something there in the yellow. But I'd kind of be interested to know what you think. Would you one of these? It was about $25 for this, I think. $20. I can't remember. Yeah, that about 25. I think it was 24 something. So 25 after tax. What do you think? Would you buy figures that are completely unflexible, even though they're called flexi figures? Let me know. I'll see you next time. Go out and make something.
If you enjoy my videos and want to see more, please like, share, subscribe, and ring the bell icon. If you want to support me, you can find me on Patreon, or go over to Zazzle for prints of my artwork, t-shirts, and other cool stuff. If you're still here, why? Do you want to jam out?